And I'm extremely thankful to all of you for giving me this opportunity, and my dear students. And I'm happy that my students are here for the first time, the first seminar. So we're all happy. We are thankful to Mythic Society giving this opportunity. ICHR, Aruni sir, for this opportunity. Okay, I'll be talking about Skanda cult in South India. I had an opportunity to work about Skanda cult basically in the province of Sri Lanka. I was there for more than 3 months working on it, and visiting different places where we see lakhs of people moving together, carrying a kavadi, singing. There is so much of devotion, there is so much of music, there is dance, there is wilderness. And when we see these groups of people, there are children, there are men, there are women, there are people of all kinds moving together. And there is a prayer in the heart of every child who is going there. There is a prayer in the heart of every devotee who is going there. Either they are going to Kataragrama of Sri Lanka, or they are going to any of these great 6 hills which are recognized as the 6 important pilgrimage centers of Skanda. Or if you go to any Tamil home and you ask them about Skanda, they say that all the villages, for all the villages in Tamil Nadu, the main lord is Skanda, because he is the warrior god, the hero. He is the hero who protects the village. He is the hero who is recognized as the hero of the hunters, because he is the tribal god, one of the most ancient gods of ancient India. And he is one who is always recognized as a god of the protector of the tribe, the tribal lord, and a phase where they feel that they are always moving with the Lord, or they feel that the Lord is moving with them. And there is a syncretization of devotion, there is music, there is dance, there is worship, there is prayer, there is puja, all happening at a time. And sir, what you told, tantric cult, you see all parts of the body, there is absolutely not an inch left where they incorporate those nails. And I have seen all these things, which shows that if at all there is a God in South India who is very powerful, or a God who is recognized as the pan-Indian God, that is Skanda. Therefore, let's talk about Skanda. Why is it that I am talking about Skanda? We see that lakhs of people, there are lakhs of people who get into this greatest ritual of carrying the kavadi, and this ritual becomes a part of their worship, the pattern of worship. And this ritual involves so many things. There is music, and if I have to say, Madam was telling in the morning about Madhura Baba and all. These tribal women, they dress so beautifully with red flowers. They will have, chandanam all over their body. And there is one Velan, a hero standing there with a red face, with a red body. And like all the gods and goddesses of Vrindavana, they are one with Krishna and the gopis. All these tribal women, they are all one with Muruga, Lord Muruga, Andavan, Skandan, and they feel that the hero is Skanda himself, and they feel that they are going or dancing or doing this kavadi or the procession. It is to become one with Skanda. They all know that he has got Srivalli Tayar, they all know that he has got Devasena, but they all know that their God is Skanda. And once they go there, they reach there, they have their prayers there, and they feel that there is he waiting for all these girls, and these girls are going there because they know that there will be a sacred union where they become one with Skanda. And what are the prayers? What are the prayers of these young women, young girls who are dancing, pray? They all want to have a child. They want to have children. They want to take care of the children who are there, so that there is no disease. They want to take care of the tribe, the tribal people who are there in their tribe. Therefore, he is recognized as a god, who will protect them from balagraha, from all kinds of pains that can attack children or that can, corrupt the cleanliness or the purity of the tribe, or that which can attack the tribe itself. Therefore, he is recognized as the protector, and he is also recognized as a hero of the tribe. If there is any problem or if there is any war kind situation, he rises as Mahasena. He becomes a great warrior god, and from the tribal hero he becomes a warrior god, and he is always synchronized with Skanda, becomes Kartikeya, Mahasena of the Aryan god. Therefore, the tribal god, who is the god of these Kurunji girls who are there on the hill of Krauncha or on the hill of Palani or on the hill of Tiruchandur, this god is, elevated to a position of what is recognized as the Yaudheya god, the god Mahasena, the god of the team of Devas who can fight against the Asuras, and takes this position, and he is described in all the inscriptions, in the coins, and also in our literature as one of the greatest warlords of India. Therefore, what we need to understand is the tribal, the Sangam, the Tamil god, the Andavan, the Tamil god Kartikeya, the Tamil god Skanda, leap, Skanda, a person who can fight like Abhimanyu, enter into the war field, enter into the enemy camp, destroy everything, become a hero, create the status of a hero, Mahasena. All these things are explained again and again, basically from the period of Mahabharata to all the Puranas, the Vayu Purana, the Linga Purana, Matsya Purana, Shiva Purana, Brahmanda Purana, Vamana Purana, Shiva Mahapurana, Padma Purana, Skanda Purana, all these, they give us again and again this interpretation of Skanda rising to the position of Mahasena. Now we will come to Mauryan period, talk about Kautilya, talk about the forts, talk about the structures which has to be built. He talks about architecture, he talks about the fort architecture, he talks about the architecture of different cities, and he tells that you should have in all the gates a place only specifically kept for Skanda, Mahasena. He says that in all the gates, there may be forts of 8 gates, 6 gates, 4 gates. In all the gates, you should have a specific space kept for Skanda. This is what Arthashastra says and Kautilya says, because Kautilya gave lot of importance for Mandala theory. He gave lot of importance for Raja Dharma, gave importance for Raja and his military, and he says very clearly that a fort should possess the gates, and in the gates there should be a specific place where the worship of Lord Kartikeya takes place, Skanda takes place. Therefore, we come to know that what we call as the worship of Skanda was more or less as what Harish sir was telling all this time was a Kaumara Vidya. A Kaumara Vidya originally from Shatapatha Brahmana, and Kaumara Vidya takes the position, or it acts as a Vidya which gives strength for the military, for all the regiments of the military, and he is the lord of different regiments. He leads them, guides them, sees to it that they win over all the victories. Therefore, always Skanda is recognized as the god of victory. He is more powerful than Agni. He gave the knowledge of Brahman to his father, recognized as Guha. Therefore, the concept of Skanda, who was a tribal god, who was taking care of the tribe, who was moving with the tribal people, protecting the tribe, the interests of the tribe. By the time of Guptas, by the time of Yaudheyas, on the Yaudheya coins, on the Gupta coins, we have Skanda, the motifs of Skanda, and all the details, and even the names of Skanda carved on the coins. This habit, or this particular trend of making him, elevating him to the position of Mahasena or commander-in-chief of Deva army becomes very, 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 very specific. Now I will also go to Buddhist literature, talk about Buddhism. Even in Buddhism, they believe in Skanda cult, and they say that Skanda, the Lord, the military god, protected Buddha when he was again and again tempted by Mura. When Mura was trying to tempt him, bring him back, okay, it was Skanda who was offending him, okay, giving him the encouragement to continue with his penance. Therefore, even in Buddhist cult, in Buddhism, okay, they have the concept of, Skanda, the Lord of war, protecting Buddha, asking him or promoting him to achieve his success. Now we will see the origin and the names of Skanda and how it relates to the characteristics of this god and how the god gets different dimensions of his personality. Okay, now let's see. Kartikeya means he is derived from Kritika. We all know that the six mothers Kritikas, they protected him and made him grow. And Muruga is the most handsome, most beautiful, most adorned by girls. That is what it is. And what is, Skanda? Skanda means to attack. Like Abhimanyu, he can enter into the evil camp, the camp of the enemy, and he can fight the war, and he can see to it that he becomes victorious, whatever is the strength of the enemy. And then we have Subramanya, very transparent. We have Sandil, means he is victorious. Skanda is with you, you will definitely win. And then you have Swaminatha, means he is the ruler. He is the ruler of all the gods. For the Devas, he is the ruler. And then Saravana Bhava means born amongst the reeds. And then we have Armuga or Shanmuga with 6 faces. Skanda with 6 faces. And we also have Dandapani. Danda means he is the one who is wielding mass. And we also have that he is Velayuda because the Ayudha, veil, was given to him by his mother, Parvati. Parvati gave, and that is the Shakti that she gave. Therefore, when we see all these things, again you see, there is so much of bhakti, there is a lot of tantra, and it's a practice, like a practice it happens. Therefore, you can see that it happens somewhere in Himalayas, and from there it comes down, and till the, you see it in Sri Lanka, the Kataragrama, the worship of Srivalli Tayar, the worship of Srivalli Tayar by the tribal women, the worship of Srivalli Tayar by different cadres of society, how the warriors worship her, and she is recognized as the most important deity, and the natural things which are offered to her, honey, milk, goat milk, rice, balls of rice, goat blood, and then we have jackfruit, and all these great things are offered to her. The prayer is more tantric in nature. These things make very clearly that the tribal lord, with the tribal practices, she is elevated, Srivalli Tayar is elevated to the position of the greatest god's wife, that is Mahasena's wife. Therefore, we will go to the next one. Apart from the significant Kaumaram worship, there are temples of Mahasena everywhere. If you go to Tamil Nadu, they ask any hill, top of the hill is the place, most sacred place for Skanda, and he is also worshipped in Sri Lanka, Southeast Asia, Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, Indonesia. All these places I have visited. I had my field work there, and other countries, significant populations of Tamil origin. We have it in Mauritius, in South Africa, in Canada, Caribbean countries, and also in United States of Australia. These places, there are devotees, particularly in Sri Lanka, in Mauritius and all, lakhs of people, they carry this kavadi, this worship of Skanda, carrying the kavadi, offering their, natural fruits and, herbs, milk to God, becomes a very important part of their worship of Lord Skanda. And now we have to see the most important temples of Skanda. South India, every village has a temple, at least one temple of Skanda, because they all feel that he is the protector god. They all feel that for them there is only one god, and that one god is Mahasena. Therefore, Murugan Kartikeya, being known as the god of the Tamils, dedicated to him across Tamil Nadu, and we have we have this great concept that he is the god of Kurunji, which is a mountainous region. Most of his temples are located on the hillocks. Most renowned among them are Tirupuram Kundram, Tiruchandur, Palani, Swamimalai, Tiruttani, and all these are mentioned from the period of Sangam literature, from the period of Sangam time. And we also have, great important temples like Kundram, Kumaram, Manavallavar, Marudamalai, Pachamalai, Shivapuri, Tirupurai, and hundreds, even in Sri Lanka, we go to Kataragrama, not just Kataragrama, many villages of Sri Lanka, and in places like Mauritius, places like Malaysia, we have this particular god, who was worshipped by all kinds of people, all strata of different parts of society. Therefore, we will come to the end of it saying that in the Tamil province, or what we call as South India, if we take population-wise, more than 99% of the population who are not Muslims or Christians, they are worshippers of Skanda. And the kind of devotion that they have, or the kind of bhakti they have, that is the practice which they do every day, and it happens every day, and it can be a child or it can be a very old man. They all feel that they have Skanda in their home, taking care of them, protecting them. Thank you so much.